Okay people, Gary here from Camping Guru. You are seeing the new Petrel 750ml pot, the Firemaple Petrel G2, I think it's called. The G3 has been around for a long time, and the G3 fits the 100ml canister down inside it. Let's put that to one side. If you don't know about the G3 pot, look it up. There's thousands of videos on it. So the G2 takes the 230 sort of gram canisters, the next one up, nestled inside it. But as I say, you are seeing this as I see it. It's just arrived from China this morning, so I won't go into too much detail about the box, but it tells you what size it is, how much it weighs, which is 184.5 grams, or for our American cousins, you know, the ones that you keep in the attic, they're 6.5 ounces. Is it 6.5 ounces? So let's put that to one side. It comes in a little bag. Your mobile kitchen, apparently. Comes in a little mesh bag, as most stoves do. So there you go. Let's have a quick comparison of the height. So the 750 is obviously just that little bit lower than the 600ml, but obviously it's that bit higher, rounder, whatever you want to call it. And one of the main differences is it has a, let's take that off. So the handles, if you've not seen them before, pinch them together and over they go. So the lid is very similar, I suppose. A little sort of silicone handle there. Yeah, very similar. Take that off, but it does have a pouring spout on the 750, on the G2 Petrel Firemaple pot. The G3 doesn't. So let's put that to one side. Now, as I said, the larger gas cylinder fits in there, but you are going to struggle to fit a stove inside there. You know, that's the depth of my thumb from the knuckle to there. That's going to be tight. What I do have is a modified BRS 3000 stove, which that'll fit inside it. I'm sure Firemaple have probably thought of it, and around the sort of curved area you might be able to fit one of their stoves. I haven't got one of their stoves. I'd love one of their stoves, but I've got lots of other stoves. But what I did think was, I normally only go out for one, maybe 2 nights, really one night if I'm wild camping. And if I used the little 100 canister in there, it's going to rattle around, but I'd pack that out. Then you can fit any sort of canister stove, the one that sits on top of a canister. You'd fit any of those pretty much in there. But can I fit my remote stove? Not that one. Let's try it the other way up. No, not that way. I do have another one somewhere. Where is that? There it is. So no. So that is the only issue. If I want to use a remote stove, I will have to pack that separately. But I suppose in that case, if I have to pack it separately, then I'll use the bigger gas canister. But let's just have a little look, see how well it fits. Just the camera there. Let's see how it fits onto a remote stove, which this is the NG3, cost about 20 quid. Very, very similar, I think, to the Robins one. So the whole idea again of this is getting the 120 degrees in between. So as long as I point that into the centre, point that into the centre, and point that into the centre, I'm hoping that, let's take that out, I'm hoping that will just fit on there. And there we go. So that fits on there really well. Yeah, once you've got them in the right position, that fits on fine. Quite pleased about that. Let's spin the pot around and see how that works. Yeah. Not ideal, but that's not a reflection on the pot at all. That's all to do with the stove. But here's my little BRS, and I'll pop that on the larger cylinder. As with the slightly smaller pot, you do have the graduation marks inside, but all it is one graduation mark about there that says 0.75 of a litre. If I remember rightly, let's have a look. Yeah, the inside, you probably won't see that, but the inside of the G2 has various other markings levels. Anyway, so there's the little, yeah, that's going to be okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's really a bit on the small size. I'm going to have to get myself a canister stove with longer, you know, one of the recommended Firemaple ones, I'm sure. But again, what a fantastic pot. Just that little bit extra capacity. I'd feel much more comfortable cooking inside this, some sort of pasta, that sort of thing, with that bigger surface area. Apparently, because of the bigger surface area in the heat exchanger, it does boil quicker. We'll wait and see on that, but I see no reason why it wouldn't. So it's supposed to be that bit more efficient than the smaller G2 petrol pot. Again, you know, I said 184 grams. It really weighs very little. I'm sure a titanium pot would be less in weight, but titanium isn't such a good conductor of heat. So the aluminium, I think, will work out a lot better. Really, really chuffed with that. Thank you, Firemaple. I did buy this one. Apparently, I've won another one. Or this is the one that they sent me from Facebook. I just won it for some reason for liking a post. But I did also have one purchase. So, yeah, I don't know which one's which. But these are my opinions. Nothing to do with Firemaple. I love it. I think it's great. But we'll need a proper stove for it. Let's just have a quick look again at the remote stove. The problem with that is the remote stove, these are, you know, even if you set them on their full locked position, they're not in the correct position for the pot, so to speak. But I think if I get them initially in the right position, like that, then I could pop the pot on, fill it with whatever food I'm cooking, and I'm away. But yeah, I think I've got to get something like, is it the Polaris? I really want one with a preheat tube or a pressure regulator on it anyway. And let's hope that fits inside the pot. I'm sure it does. So there you go. There's your basic look at the Firemaple Petrel G2. Gotta get that right. G2 pot that fits the bigger gas canister. I hope you enjoyed that. Usual old guff. If you want to like it, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't. It's no big deal. I do this for a bit of fun. There's no money involved. I have been sent the odd thing for free, but very, very rare. Very rare. And if I ever do, then, you know, I'll tell you how it is. But yeah, I love that. Superb. Oh, by the way, I have got one of my first Firemaple pots there. I can't even remember what that one's called, but that one's quite a bit heavier. But I say quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's not aluminium, it's more steel. But that's even bigger. I do like that. If I'm going away with a friend, I could use that comfortably. I could use that, I suppose. But yeah, Firemaple, they make nice stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling on. It's Gary from Camping Guru. Cheers.